Oh, it's telling me I'm live, but there's nothing showing up in the preview. Am I? I am. Oh, here we go. It's loading now. So I should be. Logan Live is private fucking again. Public. Why does it say his vibe private? Dismiss. What the fuck? Hang on. We fucked it here, lads. Create, go live. Okay, that's weird. It is your boy Pack. It broke on me for a second. That didn't make any sense. Yeah, I've beat this game before. Music a bit loud, and I have my own fun. You know, it's going great. Just thought, you know, I need something to do. Audio's not in here. Am I gonna stay? This is the jankiest thing I'm ever doing. Fucking. So I'm not playing it on the console, I'm playing it on the PC. Xbox Game Pass is... Oh, there's audio. I'm at that one. Is one of the best things I've ever purchased. I'm not going to drink my water because I have beer. Because I'm allowed to be an alcoholic on my own channel. I think I'm alright at the moment with our assets, but thank you very much. So I'm going to be doing a new game. Doing it on normal because I'm a fucking pussy. Yes, text size. No, I'm not blind. Continue. I just want to play this game again, you know. I thought I need something to do. I need something to make a nice little stream series, you know. Get to make a meme, make a couple memes, hopefully.
Why stay
And we'll all be
when
good.
prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity.
I don't wear them because I'm smart. I wear them because my eye doesn't work
With
properly.
only a minor term of service,
I'm legally blind,
you will become the
I think.
master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
I've got an astigmatism, I believe. All I know is my eye isn't connected to my brain properly, so fucking deformity. I'm a disabled, as some may say. Security beacon cam 78, that's my favourite camera. 192nd favourite shit. €350 for an English translated repro cart. I'm gonna pretend to know what that is and say it's a good game. Phineas Vernon Wells, status fugitive wanted by the Halcyon, holding the board for crimes against him. I've forgotten a lot of this game. I played it when it first came out, beat it once, and then never touched it again. I had a friend who beat it like,
Hundreds of thousands of
I want to say
colonists
5 times.
left adrift
one
out here
weekend.
forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
You can tell he didn't have a life. We got attributes. Strength affects melee weapon damage and the amount you can carry. Effectors get one-handed melee, two-handed melee. Heavy weapons block, inspiration, and intimidate. 0% melee damage, 80 kilogram carrying capacity. Fucking English. Dexterity affects melee attack speed and ranged weapon reload speed. +1. I like that. Charm. Charm should probably go up. I want to be a charming dude. Temperament. Natural health regeneration. Lie, sneak, medical. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I've got my chat in front of behind my microphone. A reproduction cartridge, since the game is Japan, only people sell translated. Oh, so it's a game that never got a translation. Fair play. I can give 1 to everything. I got 2 SNES games that would be worth a lot more expensive for both the original cards. Yeah, most older games especially are like that. Tells you if it's critical hit bonus damage. I might just do 2 for charm. Perception. And that. I mean, the inspiration's not going to be as good, but fuck it. I'm not looking to be very inspirational in this game, so. This is my skill tree. I've got 2 available points. That's at 16. That's at 16. Actually, GBA and Game Boy games are pretty chap as of now. Cheap, I'm gonna guess that meant. I actually have a Game Boy. It's downstairs. It doesn't fucking work anymore. Can I not?
Ah, a blunt
That's
force
how I do
trauma
that.
specialist. I might have a job for you.
Run it up that one. What else is low? Is my defense, am I ranged? Can I take that away? I can. Up
A
in
crack
range.
shot. Capital.
Because I remember playing this game, I didn't really do melee, so. Oh, fuck it, I can do both.
Pugilist. How exciting.
Oh, defense.
You could have been a goalie for a tossball team.
I don't know what I want to do. Fucking, I want dialogue.
If
So I want
we're
to try and take
ever
dialogue options for
captured,
this version.
I'll let you
Back
do
in
the
2007, I
talking.
wanted Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and it was like 99 euros. I don't remember that game at all, to be completely honest. No discernible aptitude. Colonist sounded like a nice entry. Gives me plus determination. Okay, so these statuses. Subsco chef, fucking I don't know. Science, plasma damage, medical, inspiration, corrosion damage, food effect duration, end ray damage received -3%, dodge +1, engineering +1, shock damage -3. What was that one? Persuade +1, block +1. I think I need to up. Dog's the most fun option. Talking in this game is super fun. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of that when I first played it. I murdered a lot of people. I remember the first town. I just shot the mad dude. At the end of that quest line. So I'm gonna try and not do that this time. Where's inspiration? The one that was my inspiration. I think I need that.
Oh, the damage to your soul may be irreparable.
I want to be a guy or girl. I'm gonna be a girl because it's more fun. And I played a dude in my first save. She looks ill. Like fucking hell. I like that one. Gotta make them paste your shit, because English. They have eye color? Sort of? It's like the opposite of that. So try to make me as a girl. Is this what I'm gonna do? How do I zoom in? How do I zoom in? I can't zoom in, I don't like that. Go with that, because that's like my eyes, but the other way around. Brow horizontal. Down on my play, we talked to the mayor, and since I didn't like his attitude, he had to die. I just shot him because of the game. Because he, like, someone said to kill him. I think he said, shoot me then, or something. I don't remember completely. Oh, Jesus. Good about that. Brow vertical. Do you want high eyebrows or low eyebrows? That looks more natural to me. Or not. Eyes look weird. We ran away to the plant lady's town, and I also didn't like her. But I said to hear her eye size. I just have fucking giant eyes. I'm just gonna have baby eyes. Fuck it. Actually, looks relatively normal. Jaw vertical. Or was I no size? Yeah, I remember Plant Lady. She wasn't the nicest of people. Nose width. Or a small nose. See, I could just make a balls to the wall character. And I kind of do, but I kind of don't want to at the same time. I don't know. So they got, then I can't forget. Remember, do they have long hair in this game? Or is the longest they go like tied up hair and then hair that's the shoulders? That's a dodgy fucking hairline. Jesus Christ. Talk about a 5 head. Fuck me. These all dudes' hair now? No. Do they have Ellie's hair? Or something similar to Ellie's hair in Last of Us 2? They fucking don't do long hair. I'll go with that one. Or that one. Then we're gonna go with this one. Hair color. I have black hair. What the fuck is a black hair? Oh, found it. That one. Eyebrow style. Just fucking give him a unibrow. But does every eyebrow style have a unibrow? That's fucking amazing. I didn't know they did that. A shave design. I'm gonna go with that. I'm really noticing the big eyes now. I love it. I love it. I really want to do it. I'm not going to. Make it normal. Makeup. So you make one fucking weird. No, just beat the fuck out of them though. Are freckles really considered makeup? That's weird. I thought they'd have a... I don't remember a lot of this game at all. I think I'm just gonna fucking do that. Do that one. Dirt. Yeah, that'll do. Scar. Are they Joker scars? Oh, they have Joker scars. That's interesting. That's... This is someone had a little too much dick. Age. Just fucking age him up. Leave him with a child. I'm gonna go enough for the scars. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Name. Name. That might do it, you know. Might go Charmander girl. I can't think of a meme. I can't think of a fucking meme. I'm gonna go with Eevee because that's a meme for me. And one other person who I don't think is even watching the stream. So. Eevee. Yeah, fuck it. Eevee. I need a second name. Eevee Balboa. Yeah. Wait, no, I know what I'm gonna do. Alex Balboa. I like the name Balboa. And Alex, because I think it's funny, considering the game. Summary team. Yeah, that seems. I'll do. I'm something short, right?
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Yeah. Okay, good. Suddenly got really intense real quick.
Please power down your engines and
I wasn't
prepare to
expecting
be...
that.
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Terra 2 orbiting laboratory Halcyon system.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh?
Not really.
A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally,
Well, that's nice.
reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
That's
Unfortunately, I used the last of my
concerning,
chemical supplies
and,
saving you.
you know,
I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have
I'm
your
happy
help
about
securing
that,
more
to know I'm not gonna
if we're to
hopefully
save the
explode.
rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
I like those kind of jokes. That's stupid and cliche, but I like them. The whole delay thing. Fisherman Rockwell raises a glass to our lost brothers and sisters. 60th anniversary of the Hope's disappearance. Volume 65, issue number 1. 2 bits. The Halcyon Observer. Plasma map is used high energy field to draw in and convert ambient aether into a superheated plasma state, which can be used offensively. Adrena will be equipped with blah blah blah.
Can you
So this
hear
is basically,
me? Is this thing working?
if anyone may not know, this is fucking
There you are.
Fallout,
Now,
the
where
original
were
team
we?
behind
Oh,
Fallout.
Yes, the
They just
smuggler.
made their own
His
Fallout,
name
but in
is
space.
Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track
That's
your
not creepy at all,
progress.
the old
I'll
man
check in with you as soon
attaching
as
a
you land.
monitor
Good
to
luck.
the young woman.
All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh,
You've
Flag
landed.
spike.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trust
He's
the
looking a bit
fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame
lacking,
about the whole
so to speak.
squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Oh, high jump. Good knowledge, bro, my knees. Forgot there's not a sprint slide thing. Can I not scrap them? No, I can't. What's my inventory? Armor management. I thought I got a... I thought I got a helmet from here. I must have forgotten about that. Or got that wrong. Who are you? You got an adrenal for me. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, man. I'm gonna say it's a dude. I can't see any boobs. Okay, then.
Easy now. You've been
Well, that's
frozen
not
for a
concerning at
while.
all.
There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Oh. Nice. With low health, use the medical inhaler to heal.
Hey, you, come here.
Who are you?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spaces what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What were you doing out here?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun.
Oh,
Got
thank
some
you,
spare
Xbox.
ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Man, I'm off, dude.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what
Fucking
just
sorry, old man.
happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
My ass out, so I need to get a pillow. One sec. Much better. Let's go. Oh, didn't get anything for that. Okay, tactical time dilation due to complications stemming from being revived after an after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think, as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTT meter very slowly, while moving in attacks drain it faster. The TTT meter refreshes slowly over time. Jeez. That was an easy dub. Did I get any armor? No, I didn't. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be in. Mag packs are used to break open locks and bypass shunts. Fuck off. I don't have. Don't have enough. Fuck. There's got to be enough of them for this one. Just around, surely. There's a fucking porta potty. That's that. What's over here? Anything? Anything this way? No, it's just a more tactical. I'm hidden in the bushes. Being a sneaky boy. Oh god. Can I switch weapons? How do I? Weapon management. Haha.
You hiding?
Are you alive? Did I kill you? I did. Another saber. Another one. Here it is. I really only get sabers. I'm fucking selling all these. I don't fucking need them. Giant Master and Private Kimball. Mortar Vandal.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Gladly, black woman.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call
I
on that
struggle to
rung
see
leech.
how that's worse.
Landing in a Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard. I found one of your teammates all up in the cave. Ready up with a few of these marauders not impressed. I'm gonna go with that one.
You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Do spaces choice guards back down from trial? I bet you can get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is. No lie.
You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
It's gonna be fucking laminated indeed. Go for it. I'm gonna watch. Is he fucking dead already? Jesus. Take that.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
It's a good thing though, isn't it? Did your job pretty well. I got new equipment finally. Oh yeah, I have it so the you can't see the helmet because I don't like the helmet. What the fuck are you? If you'll excuse me, black lady. Yeah, skills, blah blah blah. Fucks. Base health, yeah. 'Cause I'm not dumb. Park points. I'm gonna revert that. You two. You five give you two. I'll give you one. Just to go with the playstyle I want. And that's
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
okay, thank you for telling me. What does this do?
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
I might be dressed like one, but I'm not a marauder, you fucking racist.
Hello,
Don't just
Marauder.
assume.
I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5.
Oh, she looks
4,
angry. She'd
3,
peeve.
2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Oh, is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for
I
your
forgot
honesty.
this is early game in early games.
I am
A little
programmed
boring,
to take
to be
orders
honest.
exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is
I
dead.
understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead.
No, you fucking
Welcome
idiot.
back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
You don't understand. My name is
I
Alex Balboa.
understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol
I need
accordingly.
to move Rocky from my desk because that's just my inspiration. I've got the Rocky films next to me.
Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing.
I'm not
The
Hawthorne,
main
you cunt.
drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that shit in the garage. Because I've got engineering
Astutely
side.
observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Knock it off with the Captain Hawthorne nonsense.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands
Can I make
from
it to the
Captain
point where the ship
Alex
doesn't listen to me
Hawthorne,
anymore?
after
And that's
all.
just the game?
Best
It's like
of
you
luck
piss
in
off
your
the ship too
search
much.
for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
You could at least wink at me. Fucking asshole. What you said? Shit in the... I forget if there's anything in the storage points.
Due to catastrophic power failure,
Fuck
all
you.
doors will remain on security lockdown.
Ada, eat my dick. Eat my very feminine dick.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Do you think payment in one... Do you think down payments in one-ton violence? What? I don't have a job.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care, woman. That I do not know. Where the fuck is fucking this way? Under the ship. That likes to be difficult. There we go. This feels a lot like Destiny in a lot of ways. Just Destiny, but without the Guardian crap. About how you're the one and only Guardian, even though there's fucking 50.
I smell blood!
Also looking right at you. Fucking assault rifle. Where the fuck did you come from? Yeah, you prick. Resident is dead. He is also dead. I thought he was a rock. I legitimately thought he was a rock. That's why I took aim at it. Let's get your gun. I get his gun. No, it's only light pistols. Oh, when do I get better guns? I forget. Oh, there's also a way to holster your weapon, which I also forget. You can like put it away somehow? Is it in controls? Okay, keep endings. Sprint, crouch, sneak, aura, sprint, toggle, caps lock. Press hold R. There we go. I don't need my gun out. I think I also need to change costumes or they get annoyed at me when I rock up in Edgewater. So if I just look like this, I should be good. Because I don't want them to shoot at me. Oh, grave rope. This is lagging more than I thought it would, to be completely honest.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Oh, I can see a shovel. Who? What? Hello.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder.
Oh, thank you.
Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't
Fair point.
safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I never got your name. I'm Alex Balboa.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior in humor, fancy title for a gravedigger.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
You seem pretty old to be a junior anything.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
No shit.
If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want to collect what's owed to you? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery.
Domicile? I
You'll
forgot
find him in
a
town.
lot of this fucking game.
All except
Jesus
Ludwig,
Christ.
that is. He's over by the landing pad.
There's something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
The Hope isn't a rumor, it's real, I'm living proof.
Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
I don't understand. They said the colony was expecting
Look,
us.
I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop. Or there's gonna be trouble.
What's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
I'll leave you be. I really want to fight these guys, but I know they're...
Beats working at the cannery.
Does it now, Mr. Trooper? Interesting. Tell me that. I really like this game. Like I think I said earlier, I really liked this game when I played it last time. I just know that if they make... Because I know Obsidian have been bought out by Microsoft, which is how this went up on Game Pass, which is how I play it. I do really hope that they... if they make a sequel, which I assume they would, because Outer Worlds did pretty well, I do hope that they change a lot of stuff, and one of those things I hope they change is all the fucking loading screens. I think there are way too many loading screens in this game for what this game is. Because it's like Skyrim, I think Skyrim has more loading screens because it's bigger. But I think if you pace them out, it has less, if that makes sense. I want to edit my settings a little bit. Medium. Foliage high. Apply. Keep. I actually like this more anyway. Oh. Looking up. Let's have logs. Fuck, I don't care.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this addressing the grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer.
Pavati. I like Pavati.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me. Seems we've got a guest.
Seems we do.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait till you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
To be honest. We can start with introductions. I'm Alex Balboa.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
That sounds like a lie.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
What do you mean by mostly abandoned?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Pardon me. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of what you're telling me is my problem.
It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How'll I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Can't make any
Of
promises.
course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of
If I
good
shoot him in
faith
the head again.
for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Sure, I could use a company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
That's a very weird list of things that
Well,
you need.
I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you. And thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Companions.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
He can fucking hear you, dickhead. You get in here? You coming? Okay. How the... You... Is she cross-eyed? What the fuck is wrong with her eyes?
Hey, ma'am, can we talk?
Right, I'm a
Sorry.
woman.
Got a sec?
Come on, then. Close the door because you don't pull it. What do you want?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures. This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them, you were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you know this Adelaide Reed
Miss
mentioned?
McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
I can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This sounds got issues. That's fucking true.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Yeah, I should probably do that. I suppose it can hurt. We'll stop by. What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
I suppose it can help. We'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's
Or
what
just
my
kill them
dad
all.
used to say anyways.
Like, or just murder everyone involved. Seems a lot easier. Viscount Max. Channel. Stranger in a strange land. I'm gonna do this. Won't happen, I think. Okay. I shouldn't steal. Even though I really fucking want to. I really want to play this game as a dick, but I thought I could jump there.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Again, who says domicile? What the fuck? Plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen.
You've got the
Maybe
plague.
I
Get
am
away from me,
feeling
you
a
look
little
bad.
under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell
This
the
is
constable.
very much positive for, like, the current age.
And become the town pariah? I'm already the oldest worker in town. I don't need to give him another reason to avoid me. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back
Yeah, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
I'm gonna collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word.
I'll leave you be. But, she in here with me? Yeah, she is.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Shut the fuck up, green hair. What do you want?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something, you're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive.
Medical use plus 30 experience.
How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. How much can you offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Gotta play the game. Phyllis, I've got to Phyllis. Companions go added to your skill chats. Chat. Evening.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees, I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These payments aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
What the fuck?
Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
But you said you were his closest living relative. Well, that's an awful thing to say about your closest relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
That's fucking
Suicide's
weird.
a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Vandalism, huh? Did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something?
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it.
Suicide is illegal anyway.
In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would have? You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work, you fucking weirdo. You gotta be polite, girl. Damn.
I'm feeling pretty.
You.
Please
Posh
don't
break.
touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Tell us something to collect your debts.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's that's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction.
Just
With
give
my
Silas an
apologies.
IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
What's in here? Exactly. Reception showed himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. So I should just fuck off. There is no proof. We did anything.
What can I do for you?
Medical 10.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
So you prepare corpses for burial. Pretty specific job description.
You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility. Alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or going to that great cannery in the sky, it's my job to make you look like a million bits.
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite
You know about
fees?
Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I don't care, I'm just here to collect your debts.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. Remember correctly, Ludwig's over here. Emerald Vale, General Store, discovered, plus 50 XP. Give me a sec. I want to do something real quick. This has to load. Alright, there we go. Don't want to look at the sky. I did remember correctly. He's over here. We're at a landing pad. Discovered 200 XP.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Excuse me. He don't give a fuck. Damn. Power play.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me you owe him your gravesite
I
fees.
told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I've seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees?
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
I'll let you be. Silas. Did I get the fees then? Or do I have to go and... I assume, because it's telling me to go to Silas, I got the fees. One can only assume.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I want to say that's none of my business, but I feel like that's going to come across as cunty, so I'm going to say I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Hey, got those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, isn't that why you wanted me to collect his fees?
I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Shit. That's all for now. Fuck. Do I get... Oh, I got the companion park. Fuck it. 10 more of these. What's the lowest? Yeah, they'll do. Where am I going now? If I can't max. How long tomorrow? Abernathy. Oh, do this one. Deal with the mechanical scout. Did I see a red thing? I thought I saw a red thing. This looks shitty. There we go. Fixed itself, luckily. Another thing I don't like about this game is you gotta run everywhere. There's not another form of travel, which is a problem I find with most RPGs, or first-person RPGs. Regular RPGs normally get it better, and have some kind of horse, like Roach in The Witcher. But first-person RPGs tend to just be...
he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Tend to be just you gotta run everywhere, which I don't like too
Searching
much.
for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Oh, shit. Hang on a sec, I'm not sure.
Take your time. You need help, just give a yell. Metaphorical yell. If you yell for reals, you're liable to spook them.
Are you damaged?
Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
This is a junkyard, not a repair bay.
Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice. Designated mechanical repair bay. Attempting to misdirect or confuse a Spacer's Choice mechanical is a punishable offense. Please report yourself to your supervisor.
Gladly. Go ahead and fix him up.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems
Jeremy.
operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Whoa, hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs? I'm gonna try and get money out of the robot. Once I pick this off my arm. There we go.
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Motherfucker.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
This is ridiculous. I'm done.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Have fun, Jeremy. You got taller, I feel. That's the second Jeremy I've met in as many streams. In as many solo streams. And I like that. Are you gonna load in? Are you really gonna fucking hell? Yo, I love this game, but some of it... I don't even think it's my computer.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it?
I'll let you know if
the
I find
lavatory is the
Fuck
very...
off.
On the double, soldier.
Fuck you, weirdo. Can I kill him? I should kill him. Ludwig's bundle. That sounds so wrong, because I know I'm going into a toilet. Like, that doesn't sound right at all. Like, at all. I don't like that. Why the fuck? Fuck it. How much money do I have? Can I check? 587. Can I get some clothes? Amelia.
I don't know you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Alex Balboa.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
And what a fine establishment it is.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Yeah, Reed mentioned those deserters.
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
So what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not trying to judge you, I'm just curious.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
So you had a dream of being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming. I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you going to pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G?
Asking questions is the foundation of science. The best scientists ask too many.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Thanks for the story.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right? Prove it.
I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope. Everyone else is frozen. Crazy man stranded me on this planet with no way out other than a broken down ship. I'm an alien spirit of pure aether inhabiting a human body till I die. This one's true.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Or if I told you I got shot into space by a crazy scientist?
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
Well, no, okay, let's see what's on tap. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices while buying and selling items from vendors. Oh, fuck it, I'll buy one. I'll buy both.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. You tried the best, now try the rest. Go ahead.
You asked me about myself?
Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it?
Believe me if I told you,
that right?
Scientist.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking...
So much for small talk. I fucked it. Let's go for a different one.
We'll get you mostly drunk. Go ahead.
We're asking around
about
the Hope.
No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
Guess that means you never heard of anybody from the Hope.
Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship.
It's not folklore, I'm from the Hope.
You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
I'm not drunk, I just want to know if anyone else has made it off the Hope.
Then pretend you're drunk. Sober folk don't talk the way you are. Not unless they're looking for a trip to Tartarus. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it.
You sound scared.
Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this.
Never mind, I liked you. I wanted to try and screw you. Can I steal these? I fucking can. What do I get? Turn to Ludwig. You know, just for that, fucking Amelia, you shithead, I'm not closing your door. Mantiqueen examined. Looks like my ex. Being completely honest with that one. I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm sorry.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Hand of
you
the
ever
Law.
want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a
Oh,
cup.
that's fun.
Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode.
I've already
from
got a
the boss,
passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security.
I believe it.
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain.
Seems simple enough. I don't like this
If
dude.
you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
I'll let you be. What am I doing now? Logic module quests. I'm gonna do long tomorrow. Cache of medicine, that's up there. So in fact, what I'm gonna do is speak to the Vicar. Because it's not Vicar for some reason, it's the Vicar. Probably because they wanted to trademark it. Unless the fucking church have the trademark for Vicar. Which might be true, because the church are fucking weird, and it wouldn't surprise me if they have trademark for weird shit.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
Oh, shit.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
I talk to you?
Our place in the universe is fixed. Talking to the good vicar always lifts my spirits.
You talk to me.
Work fortifies the spirit. Please don't point that at me.
Okay, sorry. Maxwell.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well.
I'm upset about that.
How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Provided wanted me to talk to you about what Reed asked us to
What?
do.
I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Looks like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
We're off to the store because I want to try and buy a new suit. Or any sort of clothing.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
Don't do that. Sorry. Close the door. Be polite. Hello.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
She'll be on her best behavior, won't you, Pavati?
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
I've got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Thanks. Anyone else?
Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kim. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment.
Well, I've already tried to shag her and it didn't work out too well, mate.
Word is, they're going to replace her with an automechanical barkeep. She's... what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
Thanks, Julius. I do want to trade, though.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Diff clothing. Walker outfit. Walker outfit. Mechanical overalls. Mining helmet. Buy. Sawed off shotgun. Can I get a... magazine size 6 light. You want to trade?
It's not the best choice. Music to my ears.
Fuck off, dude. Sell. How many of the junk? Yeah, I'm good. What we're gonna do, John? Deliver reads message. Yeah, I guess I gotta do that. It's this way, isn't it? I believe. How long have I been going for? Hour and a half. Not that long then. Can't jump now? I don't like that I can't jump things. Pick this though.
That was quick.
Armor parts. New bright helmet. No. And the shitter, no. Shower, no. Light ammo. Can sleep. Don't need to. Nothing. Gotta love that. A 2-hour energy. Wow, 5-hour energy really sold out in this timeline? Damn. Oh, I don't have a thing to hack that. I think now I do though. Those two buyback shunts get me what I need. If I go down here, yes it does. Unlock second story door balcony. Messages. To our tops and hey boss, we wanted to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line. As long as I appreciate it. That's a bunch of stuff that I would be more interested in if I wasn't streaming. Because I don't feel like it's a good idea for me to just sit here and read on a stream. Oh. Looted that house. Or that location, sorry. Evicted. Oh, hello.
Huh? We're at you!
Why did those headshots not kill these dudes? Like, what the fuck?
Nice hit. Everyone all right?
Hey, action shot. Trip blade. Oh, basically the same. Another triple aid. Oh, I can go this way.
What's that noise?
Incoming!
Attack!
Nice hit!
Oh, I can't loot this. Sick. Anything else? Nope. 2 more mag packs. Take it. Jesus Christ. I think these. Thanks for the herb, Pavati. It was real helpful. Shit. Alright.
Everyone all right?
Nice-oo. No one needs to buy an assault rifle. I know I just get one. Item repair. Should have read that one because I forget how to do it. I got one of these at least, so I can keep switching that out. Reload everything. Yes, go in the community center. I like these loading screens as well, how it's not just the same thing every time, and it changes, so you know, you can learn a little bit about the world, the lore. And sometimes it's just a lot of, it's mainly world building. I'm gonna get fucking murdered. Can I just stealth kill him?
Okay, here we go.
Nope. Push over and let him here now.
We're pretty good at this.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's go.
Now they definitely know.
Everyone all right?
what the fuck? The guys in this game fucking stupid? I know that already.
Oh!
Thank you.
Here they come!
You shoot him, buddy. Jesus Christ. Oh, I shot his arm off. Fucking idiot. Could have shot him. Crack? Oh, I didn't kill it. Should have gone with a shotgun. How do you not have anything on you? Fuck you. Oh, I shoot his head off. I can do it in Red Dead, but I can't do it in this. What the fuck? That's some bullshit. More upgrades. But how do... Oh, that's how I get in. Sick one. Can I unlock the door? Box. Total root. Don't know what I just did. I think I just gave myself another one of these. Which is, hindsight, pretty useless. But who gives a flying fuck? Alright, we back. Up. Skill points. I get a new perk. Can I have that? No, I can't. Slow the world. TTD that lasts longer. Damage alone in party. Walk speed. Sprint speed. Down the durability. Loss. Companion crit chance. 5 base armor rating. Double vendor stock basically. 50k carrying capability. 50. That recharges twice as fast. Fast travel when I'm encumbered. Plus 50% XP from companion kills. Minus 20%. If I increase the crit chance, that'll do for now. Except, no. Another 5 of these. This is pretty good. I actually really liking my build. Time dilation location hits. You've unlocked location hit effects for TTD. Hitting the enemies in different locations during TTD maims or cripples these body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hits to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Melee power attacks by holding the attack button. So charge attacks and mutilation. I had to leave the entire time though. Can I get here? Can I get any of these? Haha. Well, this looks welcoming. Okay, bust into here. No, I don't have enough. Are you gonna kill me? No. No, I have enough. Why were there just corpses out there? That's really like not welcoming or calming at all. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, I can't do it while aiming down sights? That's fucking stupid.
Great work!
Jesus. Examine. After sneaking parts out of the industrial section for a couple of days, I think I finally... A flying death machine. What the fuck? So he tried to build a combat drone. Got marked. Got a plasma rifle. Swap you for that, and swap you 2 around. Take me shunt. 2 mag packs. And the armor parts. Cool. Some energy weapons can charge up for a bigger attack. Hold the attack button to build up energy, then release to attack. It's not the best choice. It's Space's choice. Order yours today.
Move along, stranger. You don't want any trouble.
Howdy, Grace. How you doing? Can I just walk past you?
Yeah. Go ahead and ignore the lady with the gun.
I am also the lady with the gun. I'm joined by a lady who I believe has a gun. So your argument means fucking nothing, you discount Indiana Jones looking ass.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Who's been wandering out of your camp?
Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Don't tell me you're scared of a few marauders.
I've crossed off my share of marauders. This ain't about them. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the gallows humor.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
And I'll leave you be, sir. Man. I can say either or. It's 2020. Who gives a fuck? Adelaide, how you doing?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often.
But a sprout? What the fuck?
Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Never knew you could grow tripe in a garden.
Ah, cynicism. The privilege of the young. What you need is a little taste of my special mushroom soup. It'll broaden your mind. Or at least your irises.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson. You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
This is serious. I'm about to cut off your power.
You're doing this for Reed? Why?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
A hero to you, maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Both of these characters are incredibly selfish. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Both characters are incredibly selfish. And what's next on my journal? Develop the power. Develop the power. Botched. Yeah, they're both incredibly selfish. But I didn't even play this game that long ago. Because it came out, I want to say 6 months ago now? More like 7, 8 months. And now, I more agree with Thompson, personally. It's weird saying this, especially because of my background in gaming and you know what I typically like and play, but the order aspect that he has, it may not be the best, it may not be excellent, but it works. It's kept the city around for years. And at the end of the day, they did desert it and leave other people out, and there are people out in the cold, and people who do like that. That way of working, that way of living, they've grown accustomed to it, and to just suddenly change it because this lady's got a problem with it, basically. And it is fucked anyway. Like, the way they live is fucked. That's the point of this game. It's showing the commercialism and how that can It's showing the negative of commercialism times by 1,000. Oh. That was fucking weird. First time I've ever seen that for this game. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits. And gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm running this down. You got that. Like, it's all fucked. Right. But... Is it easy to get in your hands? Been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Steal a poster. What was I fucking saying? Right, yeah, it's because it's the negatives and showing commercialism at a kind of a comedic extent, to a point where the corporations run everything and they control what you say and what you do. And to an extent, it is kind of like that in real life. Like, I know for a fact, if you sign with certain companies, certain things, you can't say certain things publicly. Other stuff like that. It's not as bad as this. I'm gonna murder that lookout. Right in the back of the fucking head.
Huh? Look out!
Of course, even this. I like this gun a lot.
Everyone all right?
But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know what the option is when you kind of combine the two, when you bring them together, because I didn't do that last time. It'd be interesting to see what that is like and how it's different to if you just give it a 1. Because obviously if you just give it to Thompson, then it's going to be the heavy commercialism stuff. And if you just give it to Adelaide, it's going to be the heavy freedom. Holy fuck. Ow. Why am I suddenly encumbered?
Vitals. Whoa. No encore.
Zoe, hello.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Yeah, Zoe, your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague.
Something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I was sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I can't imagine you're happy out here. Food's awful, company worse, and no serial dramas.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Zoe didn't wind up being a potential companion. Because that conversation makes it seem like she could have become like an apprentice kind of character. Or just like, you know, the plucky, annoying sidekick. You know, the one that's like, yeah, let's always do it. Hoo hoo. So I'm kind of surprised that she wasn't, and I'm kind of happy she wasn't allowed to be one of the companions for the game. I haven't decided either if I'm going to 100% all the companion quests or not. Before I beat the boss. Grace.
What is it?
I thought Zoe was coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined with a band of marauders.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger.
Well, she's a fucking dumbass.
Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. What other quest do I have? Along tomorrow. Go and turn in this medical supplies. Deserter's reputation increased. Deserters are now agreeable. Can I check that? Character. Reputation. Agreeable. Neutral. The board don't give two fucks. Sublight don't give a damn. Monarch don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Groundbreakers don't give a damn. I can't wait to make them give a damn and have everyone probably hate me. I think that's why I ended the last game. I think a majority of people didn't like me. I think the second planet did because I joined them, their leaders together, which I'm probably going to do again. Again. Never caught that before last time. I guess it's something to do with the stream. I guess streaming this game and playing it on Xbox Game Pass is a bit more taxing than Greece or something like that. Than Greece or Pixelmon. Well, Pixelmon wasn't the best earlier, to be fair anyway. Can't wait to get a capture card and I can play my PlayStation. That sounds like a fucking jet engine, but still it'll be nicer than not nicer, but I have more variety. Well, not variety, but I have more games that I outwardly want to play. There's not a lot that I have on Steam or on Game Pass that I outwardly want to play like this. I think I'm going to give it to Esther Girl because she offered me more money. And I'm a dick. Talk to me.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
Oh, that'd be me. I've got the medicine you after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here. Something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
That's harsh. At least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
I'm curious, what are you going to give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
I'll leave you be. Companions leveled up. Granted new car. Ooh. Pavati. Base health, 30% threat generated. Increase the amount of bonus support engineering. A threat this companion generates when attacking enemies. So I remember the last time I played, Pavati was in my party a lot. I feel like that'll be the same. Codex. Companions. Character skills. You just unlock perfect blocks. When you time your blocks an enemy and melee attacks right, it staggers the enemy, opening them up for a ferocious counterattack. What other quests do I have? Geothermal plant. Geothermal plant. Search the collector's domicile. Let's go do this one. I don't think it's too far away. I never get that right. I always want to be a step forward when I try to hit E to enter. Let's check the stream again. 2 hours. Oi, we've been going. We've been going for a quick minute. Officially the longest stream I have ever done, and officially the second stream I've done on my own. Nice bit of info for you there. So I think I'm going to do this, and then maybe do the power mission. And call it quits. And I'm probably just going to do this, because of that loading screen. I'm not liking how this is taxing the interwebs. Shit. Dog. Fuck you, dickhead.
That's the last of them.
Don't care. Also, I do kind of like how this game does extra lore. It's a lot like how Doom does its. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal does its. I can't say for Doom Eternal, I haven't played it. But regularly, I could have just snuck up. Fucking hell. For how Doom 2016 does its legitimate lore and legitimate story. It's all like swept this. It's a lot like Fallout as well. Obviously, because it's made with the Fallout team. I'm encumbered. Shit. transfer. I think what we're going to do is break down some stuff. Keys breakdown. Light machine gun. Keep the revolver. Bullet pistol. Retrieve the journal in the cave entrance. Let's go. Well, we're really repairing that bad. I have a lot of radar armor, don't I? I can't repair stuff yet. I don't have that ability, which sucks. Or not the ability. I feel like there was an ability that I got that let me do it in like that screen. I forget. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done after this. I feel my eyes getting heavy. Sun's getting real low. All that reference jazz.
We can handle this. Down they go. Wow, great work.
Cave. What is? What's a bomb? Fuck.
You're fast.
I believe this way spits me into a mob fight. I believe there's some things out here that I can murder. Yes, bitch.
Here we go.
Just believe I don't know what last time I did this. Yeah, fuck you. Let's head back to the good Vicar, wherever it is. Sorry. Because I've heard it pronounced both ways so far in this game. I remember it is Vicar, but apparently it's Vicar, according to the shopkeeper. Unclear is better than nature, serving the Halcyon colony. Terra 11 Roseway. That's an interesting fact about Halcyon.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want the book to keep others from reading it, you just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Well, at least you still have your mission here to give... Or at least you have your mission here... Your mission mark here to give your life a meaningful purpose. I swear to God, it's going to look like I'm drunk, and I'm not. I've had a can. I'm not drunk, I promise.
Please.
Not lightweight.
As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport.
Come with me, Vicar.
You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. You would need a ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back.
Free spiritual counseling.
I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
That all part of your Vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days.
32nd back? I want to learn about this
many
sport.
an opponent bleeding on the field.
Are you even a vicar? Because you don't sound very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Good shit. So yeah, I think now I've done that. I've got the companion quest done, and all I have left is the geothermal missions. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm tired. It's, you know, nearly midnight and I got shit to do. I have stuff to do tomorrow, and I've been streaming for over 2 hours. I know it is over 2 hours. That wasn't a... I don't need to keep it up for chat anymore because I'm about to jump off anyway. Yeah, over 2 hours. If you've watched this, I do hope you enjoyed. It was a lot of fun. I do need to save my game, just double check. Cal Flint, that's the first character I played as. Alex Bobo, there we go. Gonna jump off to the main menu. Yes, I do hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you when I do part 2. Because that will happen. I do want to beat this game at least. Yeah, so that'll be the plan. I'll see you then. Aside from that, have a good day, night, wherever it is. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. Community Discord in the description, all that stuff. And subscribe and like if you like this and want to subscribe. It I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a good day.